da 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 da. Dan 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 dan. Dan 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 dan. Dan 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 dan. Dan 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 dan. Da 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 na na da na na da da na da 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 na 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 da 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 na 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 da 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 na na da 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 na na da 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 na na da na na da na na da 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 na na da 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 na da da na na da na 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 da da na na da 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 na na da da na 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 da 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 na na da 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 na na da Dan 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 Da 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 na da na da na da da na da 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 na da 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 na da da na da 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 na da da na da 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 na da da na da na da na da 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 na da na da 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 na da da na da 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 na da da na da 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 na da da na da 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 na da 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 na da 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 na da 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 Dan da 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 na 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 da na 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 da na 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 da na da 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 na 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 da na 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 da 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 dun 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 da da na na da na na. Den da da den da da den da den 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 da 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 den da 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 den 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 da 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 den da 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 den 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 da den da 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 den 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 da den den da den 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 da den den da den 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 da den den da 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 den 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 da den da den da den 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 da 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 na na da na na da da na da 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 na da 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 na 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 da 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 na 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 da 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 na na da 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 na na da 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 na na da na na da da na da 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 na na da 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 na da da na na da na 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 da da na na da 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 na na da da na 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 da 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 na na da 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 na da 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 na na da Dan 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 dan
All right, folks, and we're back. Welcome back to Tasteful Tuesdays on the Mudita Heart game dev live stream on Twitch, YouTube, and my own personal Facebook. If you want to learn more about what Mudita means, do the command !Mudita, meaning joy at another's joy. And you can also just do commands in general. And yeah, you can also check out my shameless self-promotion here. And if you don't know what this is, I'm Charles. I'm a game designer, developer based in New York, second generation Asian American. And I'm interested in exploring games as an art form and a medium that push the boundaries of what interactive arts and digital media can do. And yeah, Yeah, let's put on some Poke and Chill. I think this is some cool stuff. It's actually like free to use for streaming, but it requires attribution. So let's put on some Poke and Chill while we're chatting, and I will attribute it to them here. Poke and Chill by yeah, that volume is okay. Oh, it seems like there might be doubling up of audio right now. Hold on. Okay, that might solve it. Let me know if the audio is coming in okay. But yeah, I've been messing around with this audio because of sound capture and stuff like that. But yeah, listening to some Poke and Chill by Game Chops, and yeah, where was I? Today's Tuesday. We're playing some Outer Worlds today. Parvati is best girl, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, but it's also an objective fact. Felix is the intern. I think that's agreeable. I don't think anyone can argue with that. But yeah. And yeah, we're gonna be continuing some Outer Worlds. I don't know. Hope everyone's doing their best to save themselves and the planet at the same time. And if you're saving yourself, you're saving part of the planet because you yourself are part of the planet also. Wow, that's I don't know if I need to make it so dramatic as that, but you know, yeah, take care of yourselves. It's hard enough to take care of yourself when trying to take care of the rest of the world at the same time. So yeah, yeah, I think that kind of reflects something I was listening to recently in terms of I've been listening to Anthropocene Reviewed by John Green, and I just finished it, and towards the end he was quoting another writer on how when we try to think of saving the Earth, we also forget that we ourselves are part of Earth as well, and the more we try to appreciate the Earth and take care of ourselves and take care of our being, we're also taking care of a part of the Earth as well that has become able to recognize itself. Like even in my intro screen stuff loop, we have Carl Sagan say, "I'm a series of organic molecules that's called Carl Sagan." And that's kind of what people are. We're just like this collection of like particles that come from star stuff, but at the same time, in order to make it easier to distinguish, we just identify it and label it as like a person or an identity or whatever. It's interesting to think about. And yeah, it reminds me of another quote I saw recently that was like, I think the post said it might have been a recent English translation of a Serbian proverb that said, be humble because you are made of dung, but be proud because you are made of the stars. Something like that. And I think that kind of speaks to a lot of where my headspace has been recently. You can't be too full of yourself and think you deserve everything in the world, because you are just like anything else in the world. You're nothing special. But also, you shouldn't put yourself down too much, because you are also part of the wonderful things of this world too. Yeah, I don't know how to balance that in my life, but yeah, part of the mystery of life, I think, is the balancing of those contradictions, right? We're both noble and we have to be both noble and humble at the same time. Shouldn't get too full of ourselves and stuff. You know, that's like the middle way, right? Like, you gotta find the middle path between both good and bad, and you know, be too excessively confident and you're arrogant, be not enough confident and you're too meek to actually do things. So yeah, everything is all about balance. Yeah, that's like the middle way according to Aristotle or Confucius and all that. I don't know, when I was studying philosophy again in grad school. I know I was doing a lot of that reading on my own. I don't know how related it was to school, but yeah. Anyway, okay, that's 4 minutes. Now we're getting to Azalea Town in Pokken Chill. Yeah. I don't know if I have much else to say this week. It seems like my schedule may be changed up soon. Originally, I was scheduling my streams to be Sundays and Tuesdays, but that might be changing soon because certain things falling through, and I don't really want to get into that too much. But yeah, short, same. You'll just be able to see me at different times for the stream, and yeah, other things might be coming up, so I might be able to. I might shift my Tuesday slot to another day too, because that might be occupied instead. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, any news from last time? 2 days ago, Daff Was Taken has followed. Thank you for following Daff Was Taken. And yeah, Sunday we had our stream for Breath of the Wild. It's been this really humbling process doing Twitch streams because like I feel like the more I learn about it, the more there is to learn about Twitch streaming, and it's just a really challenging set of skills and a challenging field. And yeah, growing those numbers is really one of the most toughest things in the world. And even though like I keep telling myself, hey, don't think about the numbers, hey, don't worry too much about like trying to grow to like some big amount, like even getting to the amount I kind of want feels like kind of tough too. And yeah, I don't know how much I need to really grow it and turn this into an obligation. And yeah, that's the kind of tricky thing I've been balancing now. Is like I kind of don't want it to be an obligation, but I also don't want it to be like, you know, just a hobby or whatever. It'd be nice to have a little income come in from it, but I don't know. Yeah, it is that tricky balance. Yeah, because like I want to be able to stream whenever I want to and like have that be flexible and like just commit to other things more, but I also don't want it to be like, I don't know, an empty room or whatever. But I don't know, part of me is like, hey, if I get to play a cool game and stream to an empty room and just keep it for my own records, that would be fun too. So yeah, finding that middle ground for like all those different priorities has been something I've been working on. Yeah, trying to have a healthy attitude towards that instead of like chasing numbers and not even really knowing why I'm chasing for numbers. Like part of me feels like I know enough about myself to like not do that kind of thing. And yeah, and yeah, when you're a young person, you don't necessarily have that perspective, which is like what Twitch generally targets. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about that article written by Cecilia D'Anastasio about Pokimane. Uh-oh, Jesus. Pokimane leaked pics. Jeez. Yeah. People really want. Oh, this is really gross. This stuff, Pokemon League stuff. Anyway, yeah, this piece on Wired about Pokemon has done enough and has so much left to do. Let me see if I can switch windows here. And I really should subscribe to Wired. It's worth it. But yeah, let's show this. I'm just kind of thinking and chatting out loud here. Pokimane has done enough and has so much left to do. The 25-year-old Twitch star has built her life into the optimal internet content machine. Now she just wants to enjoy it. Iman Anis was curled up in a high-backed gamer chair live on camera when a therapist began comparing her to Buddha. Anis had everything, at least on paper. Brains, beauty, and when it came to League of Legends Virtual Arena, brawn. 7 years into her career as the Twitch streamer Pokimane, she had reached rarefied heights of success. She was among the most beloved internet stars of all time, attended by nearly 5 million Twitch followers and an army of ardent superfans who zealously watch her play video games. She had the highest-end gaming PC, a vanity stacked with expensive beauty products, the master bedroom of a Los Angeles mansion she shared with gaming luminaries. An impossible being living an impossible existence, like a visitation from a better future. But she was sad. She didn't want to be. Couldn't be. Look at her life. How could she feel anything but gratitude? I literally just say hello and I feel like crying, she told Alec Kanoja, a Harvard-trained psychiatrist and mental health coach, to celebrity gamers who streamed their session last May. She moved a neat curl of hair out of her way and dabbed her eye. Do you know how I prevent myself from crying? And she's asking for help there. So yeah, really fascinating stuff. Definitely worth checking out this article. Yeah, really great article. This was late August. This article was posted. Yeah, very cool, and I think gives a lot of insight into Twitch and stuff. But yeah, let's switch back. Whoops. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I have much more to say than that. That seems like a good note to end on, to like switch to stream of Outer Worlds soon enough. So yeah, I don't know if you all have any thoughts, but yeah, just warming up here, and yeah, maybe we could just hop into Outer Worlds at this point. I mean, Outer Worlds kind of is its own kind of game that talks about the exploitation of workers and stuff like that, in a similar way as like a lot of that kind of online content creation stuff is. I don't know. I can draw parallels between it. I don't know. I think the parallels can be drawn there. All right. Let's see. Outer Worlds is starting up. Let's see if this controller is working. Whoops. Let's get this music going. Okay, let's hide this. There we go. Ah, perfect. Wow, I think it's been since like 2 weeks since I played this game. Last week I couldn't play it because there was like some really stressful stuff happening on the train that week. Yeah, honestly, yeah, that was some stuff. That was some real stuff happening there. Yeah. Oh, the toothpaste recipe. Yeah. So I got the achievement for that. I think I went back and did that. I was thinking about getting another weapon, but maybe I decided not to do that. Let me see. Okay, last we left off, we completed our missions on Roseway. And then we talked to people on Groundbreaker. But then on off-stream time, I'd also went back to Roseway to like explore a different achievement I could get. There is a separate achievement that you can only get in Xbox if you help out and give the toothpaste to the guy here. And that's the only way to get it, is if you complete the quest. But yeah, I just loaded that up and I got it on my account. But however, I want to just go back to my save file and just load up to where it was before. I think I was here 10 hours, 1 minute. Yeah, that makes sense. So I was in the unreliable here, and last time we left off, we did a Parvati side mission quest where she had talked to her. We had some gal chat with her, and what's your face? In Groundbreaker to like chat about her and her relationship with Junlei and her anxieties there. So that was pretty cool. And yeah, we did all our Groundbreaker missions. And the next things we were going to do was either go to Scylla or Monarch. Monarch seems to be the next set of like the most main quest kind of things, and our main quest is taking us to Monarch, I believe. So, and I believe our last companion, this game I looked up has 6 companions. We've gotten 5 of them so far, so we can get our last companion on Monarch. I literally don't know much about what's on Monarch and like which order to do things on over there. But yeah, I just learned that we can go to Monarch and just do things there. So let's do that. So we can go to Scylla, or we could go to the science weapon on Scylla and find Captain Irion on Scylla. Or we could go to Fallbrook on Monarch. So yeah, how about we go to Monarch first and then see how it works for us. Puffball plant. So like the spores of the puffball cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots. Adelaide. Let's bring my mic a little bit closer. There we go. Yeah. Messages for Zoomer. Junlei Tennyson. Okay, here's the poem. Oh, here's the dramatic poem. Parvati, I don't do this ever, so here goes. There's this engine, see, and it hums real nice, like a box of cats playing with mice. But she's coughing and hacking up sludge, 'cause there's a blockage that just won't budge. What's an engine to do? Then this wrencher strides in like a shark, hair all done up and fancy and dark. She feels a spasm in her compression alternator, trembling 'cause it's aching to meet her. What's an engine to do? I've got 5 more stanzas mapped out, but I'm having trouble rhyming some of the parts, so I'll get back to you on that. That's pretty sweet, but also very dorky. We were talking about old friends, you know, and I got to thinking about Isabel. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what she was thinking. We were a mess. A good mess, but a mess. I'm a better me than I was back then. I wanted you to know, even when I drink too much of the old family recipe. You're a pretty swell party, T. Damn you, insta spell check, meet my wrench. Hey, PRPHD, thanks for rating. Too tired, just gonna put my head down for... Alright. Thanks for rating, PRPHD. Let's give a shout out to PRPHD. PRPHD is also one of our moderators. Thanks for rating. Hope Yakuza's been going well. We're just starting all the Outer Worlds gameplay. We're just reviewing some of the past quests, and we're just deciding where we're going to go next. I can level up my stats and stuff, but yeah. Touch it anywhere, let's nav key.
Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells?
So yeah, we're just going to our next quest thing, and yeah, we're just reviewing some of our Parvati companion quest kind of dialogue stuff. And yeah, we wrapped up on Roseway last time, and now we're going to Monarch as our next goal for our continuing our main quest here. So Dr. Wells, put him on screen. Doesn't this guy have a life? I feel like being sassy today, so let's say, does this guy have a life?
I don't believe so, Captain. Transmission
I
incoming.
don't believe he has a life.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
Oh boy, that's rough. We have to save this colony from complete societal collapse. Sound like you've been there.
No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps?
A hotbed of, where should I start? Or a hotbed of political activity. Sounds like fun.
I certainly wouldn't call it boring, especially if your idea of fun involves navigating a hostile biosphere populated by carnivorous monsters. You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
Okay, Nyoka is the last companion we have yet to recruit in our journey in Outer Worlds. After that, we'll have all 6 companions in this game. I got some questions
Come
for
see
you.
me in my lab. I'll answer any questions you have.
Alright, I'm off.
Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Okay, got some good XP from that. That's good. I don't know. Should we talk to him? I feel like talking to him. Why not?
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
Okay, I'm gonna save, and then we're gonna move along. Let's bring our best girl, Parvati. And let's bring our intern, Felix. Whoops. Instead of Ellie, let's bring Felix. Parvati versus intern. The power's on your side. Yeah, a little late raid message, but it's fine. Thanks for the raid message. No problem. Yeah. It's better late than never. It's
I
fine.
hope you're not thinking of ingratiating yourself with the Board. Chairman Rockwell and his cronies are not your friends.
Oh, they ain't friends?
They might tempt you with promises of wealth, but don't be fooled. They're just using you for their own ends.
Mm-hmm.
What's on your mind?
Got anything better than wealth?
Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper. Absolutely. Let's talk.
Okay, what else can we talk about yet? Have you met my crew yet?
No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Wells. I'm Parvati Holcomb.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy.
Show a little hospitality, Phineas.
Oh, very well. I can be a little cantankerous when I haven't had my caffeinoids. You have my apologies, and so forth.
And so forth.
For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are.
Such as they are.
You're a natural leader, after all. Law knows Halcyon's in need of real leaders.
You're right, I'm doing pretty well for myself. Spare me the flattery. You're right, I'm doing pretty well for myself.
Yes, indeed. Well done. Also, you still haven't spontaneously
Thanks, Phineas.
Of course, I'll be here, as usual.
Okay, I don't think there was much else to do here, so let's just go straight to Monarch at this point. And my main goal there is to recruit Nyoka, and then maybe do a couple of our quests while we're there. But yeah, the main goal is to recruit Nyoka first.
Did you bring me anything? New parts? Last weekend's crossword puzzle? Preferably not already filled out this time.
Let's go to Monarch. Wow, okay, so we visited Terra 2, Phineas's lab, Groundbreaker. We have yet to visit Typhon, Hephaestus, Scylla, Tartarus, Olympus, and Eridanos. Let's do Monarch. Right, there's the Stellar Bay landing pad and the Cascadia landing pad. Radio Free Monarch, Empty Man, Solution Vital, Weapons in the Void, Groundbreaker, Salvager in the Sky. The office was on the Groundbreaker's Promenade. Oh, I haven't done this yet. I might as well clean that up and do that.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
I think all this quest was is that after I got the nav key for Monarch to land there from Gladys, she just requested that we just check in with this person. So yeah, let's check in with this person and see what we can do here. And let's save before we get ourselves into too much trouble.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Punch. You want a punch? We've got your punch right here.
Oh, we gotta get up there somehow.
CNP near maple syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
Sublight, salvage, and shipping.
Salvage is a family business. We've got each other's backs.
Sublight puts the organized in organized crime. I'm trying to get him to use that slogan.
Okay, Felix.
You reckon we can shop here, or is it all spoke for?
Let's go to the promenade.
Somehow, I always find my way back to the Groundbreaker.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the unreliable?
Tobias Oyama. He looks like an Asian Felix. How'd you know?
Money. We got it. The Steve Doors want it. I'll take that as a yes. Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door.
Oh boy.
Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
Okay, I'll catch you later, Tobias. Guards.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come.
Name Zoomer, Captain of the Unreliable. I'm Captain Hawthorne, the proud owner of the Unreliable. Never heard of you. Never heard of you.
Not a word. Pity. My guy in marketing is about to lose his other thumb. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere.
I didn't kill him. Don't let Ada hear you calling her ship names. Hawthorne never heard of him. Get to the point, Hagen. Don't let Ada hear you calling her ship names.
Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
Just like in the serials.
Oh boy, Parvati.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested?
Yeah. I can get in there. What's the deal?
One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you.
What kind of salvage are we looking for? What's Sublight doing in Fallbrook? I'll take the job. What's Sublight doing in Fallbrook?
A few of my contractors run flights in there and out again, working around with the board embargo. We keep the community lubricated with a steady supply of booze and unconventional erotica. Byzantium kids with more money than sense can thank Sublight for their good time.
How unconventional asking for a friend? Why do you need me if you already have people on the ground? I need to ask this. I'm kind of curious. I gotta wonder. How unconventional?
One of my guys filmed a Raptidon grinding on an automech. Didn't end well for anyone.
Oh boy.
Including the cameraman.
Oh boy. They really went there with this game. Alright. Jeez. What salvage are we looking for?
When the board pulled out of Monarch, they buried or sealed anything they couldn't carry off-world. Apparently, one of Catherine's teams uncovered an abandoned lab with full tanks of Alta Vitae gas.
I don't recognize that kind of gas. What is that?
It's exactly 1 million bits per cubic meter.
Whew.
Before you get too excited, the only thing rarer than Alta Vitae gas is a reliable buyer. Dangerous stuff. Acid for the nuclein in your cells. It's no good to anyone outside of a lab.
Whew. Alright, I'll take the job.
Now, get going. Catherine will brief you on the details when you check in with her at Fallbrook. One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. Understood?
Sounds dangerous. Alright. Sounds shady.
Could be. You'll do fine. Probably nothing to worry about. Probably.
Yeah, see? We'll be fine.
Okay, thanks for the reassurance there, Felix. We didn't need that. It's back here. At the promenade here. Now we're good buddies with salvage. I could break into here. I'll just leave. Good day to you, Tobias. I will take my leave of you.
Hope you find some good salvage out there.
Looks like I'm working for you now.
Swell. Has anyone from HR given you the new employee talk?
We have an HR department? Where is it?
I don't actually know. That answers for both questions. Here goes. Welcome to Sublight. We're
Glad to be part of the family.
glad to have you on board. We could use the help after what happened to the last contractor.
Oh boy. What happened?
No, I didn't.
If you say so.
You worry too much. Whatever did or didn't happen, Miss Lilia promised it would never happen again.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm out of here.
We're not gonna have to hurt nobody, are we?
That's you. Yeah, Parvati, we'll be fine. Don't worry. Don't worry, Parvati. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't run. We lost another contractor to a UDL gunship. Oh snap. Anyone see Hawthorne lately? We could use reliable help. Really, daily reminder that legitimate businesses don't run from the authorities, and that is what we are. Stay calm, present your papers. If you get tangled up in the courts, I'll personally bail you out. Catherine's bringing sublight to this consistent income. Tobias, order an extension for my desk. Purpleberry liqueur. Oh boy. Okay, I feel like reading all that. Hey, what up, Cat of all trades? How's it going? Happy Tuesday? Playing some more Outer Worlds after having a hiatus last week. Hope you've been well. Oh, I just turned 6 o'clock. Yeah, playing some Outer Worlds. Hope you've had a good week so far. Tuesday is kind of a weird day to say hope you had a good week, but yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, yeah, I don't know if you played Outer Worlds, but I'm enjoying it. Like, every time I come back to it, it's always a pleasure. I love the writing and the story and the action in it. My only problem is that I feel like I always take so long to play. Oh, you're getting ready to stream too? Awesome, awesome. Yeah, let me know, and I'll,
for a rest? Space adventuring is tiring work.
yeah, let me know when that happens, because I'll definitely try to give a shout out. In the meantime, I'm going to give a shout out to Cat of all trades. Oh, did you change your username by chance? It looks different. Toggle American Plus. Stellar Bay. Oh, the 4 kept tripping people up? Yeah.
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
Let me see. Radio Free Monarch, Stellar Bay, Scylla, Lilia in Stellar Bay, Vicar Max and Fallbrook and Monarch. The 4 kept tripping people up, so that's it. And here you are. Yeah, it looks like it's working. It's like a cat of all trades instead of a jack of all trades, I guess. Alright, let's use our crew here. Let's move out. This is our first time in Monarch, everyone, so let's celebrate. First time in Monarch. This is going to be a big moment for us here in our Outer Worlds adventure. And this seems to be one of the bigger planets that is more relevant to the main story. Going on Groundbreaker and doing stuff. Oops. Reached Stellar Bay. Got a new achievement. Sweet. Let's save. Insert captain's identification cartridge to initiate remote landing. Wow, that's our ship, the Unreliable. Nice ship. Oh shit. Whoops. Ouch. Sorry.
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
You seem surprised.
You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
Okay, Grim. What are they doing out here? Takes more than 3 gunships to scare me. What are they doing out there?
You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but
Okay.
I've been practicing.
Okay,
so
Grim.
Here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
I prefer to travel discreetly, if you know what I mean.
Aw, don't be like that. I never get to do this part.
What a millennial.
Please.
Don't make me tell you twice.
Hey, easy. I won't stop you.
Okay, Grim.
Mr. Sandra will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
Okay, what's your favorite?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers
Oh
Tossball
my
poster
gosh.
coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Okay, sounds. What's this one?
I couldn't really say, I'm just a fan of the game. But the fancy collector types say the more people see these things, the less valuable they are. And I figure my poster's been passed around by more than a few people by now.
Who's the black hole?
Boss, come on. Black Hole Birdie.
Oh my gosh.
The Hole Meister. The Hack Attack.
That's Bertie Holcomb, only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever.
I wonder if he's kin.
Oh,
Dad had family that worked for Rizzo's. I never got to meet them.
Parvati Holcomb.
Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You been living in a sulfur pit or something?
Actually, I've been in hibernation for decades. Why is he called the black hole?
On account of him being the best hacker who ever played, nothing gets by him. He sucks up every ball that comes his way.
Okay, maybe word that
Well,
differently.
Holcomb's had a lot of nicknames over his career. Used to be the tallywhacker on account of what he'd do to the score. Before that, he was the slick stick, because his shots were always so smooth.
Okay,
Whatever you say, I could talk tossball for hours.
okay, I'll ask about your poster.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
I'm helping people with their random baseball poster issues now.
Look, I don't... Sorry, for a second I thought you were Grim. Watch your step if you venture outside the walls.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Every time the punch clock peals, a worker earns his meals.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I thought you were...
Oh, there's Nyoka. Okay, there we go.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding. All over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep listening here.
But I gotta get in there. Get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there.
Oh boy.
Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
Yeah, apparently they don't get a lot of people from out of town. I'm Zoomer. I'm Zoomer, pleasure to meet you. Zoomer, are you always this drunk? Who are you? Zoomer, are you always this drunk?
If you think this is drunk, I gotta... you need to get out more.
Alright.
Sit. Partake. Buy me a drink and let's chat.
Until you can get me to an information broker, I'll stay in chat, but you look like you've had enough. Sure, another round, bartender. I'll stay in chat, but you look like you had enough. Do I want to be a party pooper, or... I'll try to...
Another in a long line of damn fools trying to cut me off.
I still want to chat with you, though.
I'll buy my own poison then. What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger?
Should I just openly say I'm looking for the information broker? Vacation? It's obviously not a vacation. This thing was like for myself, people talk it up like it's a shithole. I'm just gonna say vacation.
Oof. Some hell you've chosen. You must really love fish.
Allergic, actually.
That is a fucking shame.
Okay, listen, I'm told you can help me find an information broker.
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business.
Oh my.
I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You have to get me something to clear my head.
So what do you need?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings?
Caffeinoids?
Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
Alright, so I can be... Yeah, I'll use my medical knowledge. You mean caffeinoid? That stuff's just a stimulant.
Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
420 XP right there. Alright, I'll be back. One, 2, 3, 4, 2 XP. Cool.
Velma seem out of sorts to you? She's always cranky. No, I mean more than usual. Wouldn't know. I made it a point to stay everywhere.
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her. With Brax missing, she's working doubles and needs a little edge.
Very well, dearie. But you stop by anytime you like. Hmm?
Oh boy.
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember. What can Auntie Abigail do for you?
Medical knowledge. I've been asked to pick up a caffeinoid supplement.
And what a helpful young lady you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits. Who's your lucky friend, dearie?
Actually, the pills are for me.
I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth
shit.
chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra?
Oh, that's awful. Oh my gosh, you just can't trust people these days. That's awful.
Isn't it just? I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail?
Should I say Nyoka? She's already said that she's gonna be drunk all the time, and that's why she's not allowed to get them. So I have to pry that secret from my sweet little cheeks, Auntie.
Aren't you a saucy thing?
Oh boy.
I may not be a fresh young thing anymore, but with age comes experience.
Oh jeez.
dearie.
Oh boy. Oh, this got weird fast.
Maybe some other time then. when Auntie's personal allotment of stimulation is restored.
Okay.
But I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. You were here for caffeinoid, weren't you? Who's it for?
That's private.
Now, there's no keeping secrets from Auntie Abigail. I'll tease it out of you one way or another. Also, I really do have to enter someone's name for the allotment.
Okay.
After all, I have to keep track of where our little pills wander off to.
Lotso bits. I can bribe and persuade. Wow, that's a lot of money for this. That seems like the only way to do it. That's a lot of money. I don't... That's reasonable.
Indeed. Now, how about you tell Auntie who this pickup's for?
It's for Nyoka?
Oh, her.
Shit.
It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry.
There must be some way I can increase Nyoka's allotment.
I'm afraid not. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them.
Oh, interesting. Ooh, intimidate. Wow, okay. Thought you were in charge here. You sure ought to be.
Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his.
What supply room? Forgetful fellow, eh?
Careless experimentation with medicinal substances does take its toll, eventually.
We're gonna find this Dr. Williams.
In the town graveyard, I'm afraid.
Oh boy.
Poor man was always searching for the flower of enlightenment. On the way, he tried some rather daring substance combinations.
Flower of Enlightenment?
It's a philosophist symbol of some kind, dearie. Never you mind.
That might be something
The
bigger.
graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasties.
We're gonna go tussle with some raptidons? Because I've been practicing my dropkick.
Oh my gosh.
Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen to you, dearie. Chin up, dearie.
Okay, let me see if I can increase my intimidate. Yeah, just 10.
Hello again. Oh, and to keep it... The one...
Okay, give me a caffeinator. You're gonna need a taste of your own medicine.
Well, this certainly isn't worth my good health. I'll get you a dose, but I'll have you know, I'm very disappointed in you. There, and good riddance. That's the last help you're getting from Abigail Edwards.
Am I not getting any more help from her?
I have nothing more to say to you, young lady.
Aw. I don't know if I need to intimidate her. Maybe there's another way I can do this without intimidating her. So I'm gonna do this again.
Does Velma seem out of sorts to you? She's always cranky.
If Velma's capable... Hello. Who's you? Much as I'd love to. But I'd hate to send you... Now, also,
should I spend it? I don't wanna.
It's... Now I've gone and... Dr. Williams managed the town...
tussle.
Do we... And to keep an extra key. The... Chin. Hello. She works over at the fishery next... Why, just the other day, I heard her shouting from here. I can't imagine what set her
So is
off.
Velma. Okay.
Oh, but here I go again, running my mouth when it's none of my business. Was there something else you needed? What can Auntie Abigail do for you? Such a... If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her. With Brax missing, she's working doubles a week.
Here, what quest am I on now? Passion pills. Nyoka's medicine from the MSI dispensary. According to Abigail, Dr. Williams managed allotments from a terminal upstairs. Medications in a locked supply room upstairs. She and Dr. Williams both have keys to the medical supply room. Search Dr. Williams' body. He used to be in the medical allotment, buried in a graveyard in the ruins south of town. She and Dr. Williams both have keys to the medical supply room.
Someone's been killed!
What? What's going on? Who said that?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Yo, you okay, buddy? Are you alright?
No! I just stepped in a dead man's blood. And I think one of the flies landed on my mouth. If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is.
Oh, no.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Whoops. I accidentally stole. She didn't notice. Okay. Shit. I accidentally stole. Workbench discovered.
Ma'am, please, I need your help. I can pay. Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
Oh no! Calm down. Take a deep breath and then tell me what happened.
Don't you tell me to calm down. I promised my boy I'd protect him for always. But how can I keep him safe if he's run away?
Okay.
He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools, and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen.
Oh, law, Captain. A youngster won't last long in a place like this. Please, can't we help?
Please, won't you go and find my boy?
Do you say there was a reward involved with this quest?
Well, I guess I can't ask you to leave the town walls for free. It is deathly dangerous out there. I've got some bits saved up for a rainy day. I'll give you every last one if you just bring my Tucker back to me. I won't even be mad at him running off. You tell him I won't be mad.
Why would he run away?
He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers. He should have listened to his mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me.
Okay, where would he have gone?
He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop to them, but did he? No! And now I just know my boy's run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a manta queen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already.
Wow, very, very dynamic voicing here. Amber Heights.
That old settlement, southwest of Stellar Bay. I don't know which is worse, the thought of my son shacking up with the nutty iconoclasts, or that he never made it. Sprats could be nesting in his
Jeez,
rotting
lady.
body alongside the road as we speak.
Keep it together.
Or maybe marauders got him, pulled all his teeth out, crushed him into their drugs, and made him snort them. Oh, the things that could happen to my sweet baby.
What are you saying about the iconoclasts?
Those low-life degenerates, leading innocent boys into a life of danger. Oh, they make it sound so exciting. Like it's noble to risk it all out there, fighting for the greater good.
Not sure I'm seeing the problem here.
You're one of them, aren't you? You should be ashamed of yourself, young man. Just as your mama would be. How noble is it to worry your loved ones? Not at all, I say. But still they preach their sermons of anarchy and rebellion to anyone who'll listen. If they weren't holed up in Amber Heights, I'd knock them all upside the head.
Knock them all upside the head. Alright, I'll help you find your son.
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
Oh boy, wow, that lady's got a... There's a lot going on there. Let me see.
Wrapped musk and canid eyes, right here. Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts.
What's with this dude?
Oh, good. Celia hasn't come by in a few days, so I haven't sold much.
Selling this for a lot. Alrighty then. Forever hangover. Got the passion pill. Search Dr. Williams' body. I'll go to Dr. Williams' body instead of just stealing it from the room upstairs. Amber Heights. Celia in the MSI building. Oh, okay, I can do that poster thing.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
MSI, Monarch Stellar.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
Let's talk about the poster first.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it. But if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Having some money trouble?
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again?
Okay, Parvati.
Not that I got any prior experience.
Okay, Parvati.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
Do you normally spend it that way?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
Why are you buying so much from Sebastian? If you got that many bits to spend, I got some trash to sell you.
Oh, I don't need any of it. It's also I can talk to Sebastian. He doesn't get going about much else.
Oh boy.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
Okay.
He's sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Maybe I can talk to him for you.
Would you? I'd appreciate that so much. Maybe don't tell him I wanted you to ask. Just that you met this really nice lady named Celia, and she seemed... Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
I'm kind of curious what you see in him.
He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
Okay. You really want to be with someone you can't talk to? There are other fish in the sea, Celia. That's all I need to know.
Sorry, sometimes I get carried away.
Ladies have all kinds of reasons.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
Moisten the loins, jeez.
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
No, you have a meeting with me.
Did you hear that power play, Celia? They don't make them like this anymore.
This is how this guy likes to talk.
I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake. Now, what business brings you here?
Just charting my own path, going where the wind takes me.
What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna.
Hey, it could always be both. Afraid not. If I have to eat one more weird science project passed off food in this sprat fucks colony, I'm gonna stab someone. Hey, it could always be both.
Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
What exactly are you hoping to accomplish? You're free of the other corporations, why would you want to bring them back? Sounds like a personal problem. No, I want to help. What are you trying to accomplish? If you're free, why'd you want to bring them back?
Because he's scared to go it alone. You need the board to hold your hand and tell you everything's gonna be okay. Ain't that right?
Ooh, Felix.
Surviving alone isn't as easy as it looks. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
You're tired of scrounging and scraping by, isn't it?
Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
Can't imagine why you'd sneer at the notion of a free colony. Could it be because you're an agent
No,
of the establishment?
Felix.
I used to be young and idealistic too, but you can't run a city on high-minded ideals.
So what do you mean to do about it?
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
Are you out of your mind? You can't just go crawling back to your old masters.
Well, we can't continue to subsist like this either.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
So, what's the plan?
It's a two-pronged approach. The first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
Bang bang. How do you mean to do
With
that?
a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Sounds useful. What is it?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
I was starting to get bored listening to you until you said the phrase extremely powerful ordnance.
It is quite the rush.
Ordinance or ordnance? Intelligence.
An ordinance, of course. We do things in a civilized fashion here, not like Graham's iconoclasts.
There's nothing the board likes so much as paperwork.
So it's actually a legal document.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you just crawled out from under a rock. Forms and procedures are everything in Halcyon. And this one is located in the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. And these days, it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Perception, why are you saying it that way? I guess I'll get your Bolt 52. I'll see what I can find.
So taciturn, so dour. I'll be waiting with bated breath. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. What can I do for you?
I met Grim.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
You did a bang-up job.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
Should I just ask around for an information broker? I think I'll let, I'm not going to talk about that in here. Okay. Wow, I feel like I'm doing so many different things that I'm not sure what the consequences of any of them are going to be.
Smells like rat in here. Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from Sebastian.
Oh, I should talk to Sebastian.
So what'd you think of the game last night? I still can't believe Armstrong ran the field from the Tuesday zone.
Yeah. Armstrong's really something. Nearly took a fella's head clean off with a tossball stick.
Yeah, well, he's a hacker. That's what they do. Rangers don't show a shred of mercy in a Darlings game. Bates got tossed out of the game for excessive sportsmanlike conduct in the third half. Serves him right.
Yeah. Felix, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what the Tuesday zone is. I don't know my tenders from my forwards. Thing is, I just don't understand tossball.
Hey, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. I'll teach you all there is to know.
Great. That's just swell. Can't wait.
Parvati's so nice.
You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts.
Let's talk about Celia.
Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how that Raptidon acid is working out. I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff.
No one's interested. Would you consider going on a date with her?
Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm?
Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's smitten with you. You smited her. Smote? Smoot?
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for Raptidon tongues.
She doesn't want a discount. She's attracted to you. Persuade. Don't take my word for it. Spend some time with her. I promise she won't ask for a discount. Consider this a bit advance. Everything's solved with money. Spend some time with her. I promise she won't ask for a discount.
You sound pretty sure. And she is awful
For
nice.
20 XP.
Give her a chance. Give yourself a chance. Take her someplace nice.
Okay, I'll do it.
Hey.
Once your shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
That's the spirit, Sebastian. Be yourself. Between you and me, Captain, I'm not sure Miss Celia knows him too well, but we can hope, right?
Aw.
I want them to be happy.
Aw, Parvati. Parvati's the sweetest.
You look like a woman.
Why would I want any of that?
I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed real interested. So I thought maybe I was onto something.
Mr. Pickett?
Mr. Pickett? Franklin Pickett from Edgewater?
That's him. He'd been here years, but he always talked about going back to Edgewater one day.
You know who he's talking about, Parvati?
Sure. Mr. Pickett used to run the community center outside Edgewater. He had this grand idea to make it a museum for halcyon life. As my dad told it, Mr. Pickett was always going on about getting a manta queen for the last display. He left the Vale, gosh, years ago.
He came to Stellar Bay years ago, just before the board cut us off. Ended up stuck here. He was always real interested in our monsters. Manta queens, especially.
Have you seen a manta
Sure,
queen?
they're real big. Hard to miss them.
Where have you seen them?
Well, I could send you to the same place I sent Mr. Pickett. But I haven't seen him in a few weeks.
Seems like a new
To tell
quest.
true, I'm starting to get a bit worried about him.
Captain, can we look for him? I'd feel awful if somebody from home was in trouble
Parvati.
and we couldn't do nothing.
You always want to
Tell you
help
what,
people.
I'll tell you where I sent Mr. Pickett if you promise to look for him. Help him out if he's got himself in trouble. Fair deal?
Yep, if he's a friend of Parvati's, I suppose I ought to.
Thanks, Captain.
All right then. Leave town through the southern gate, the one right here, and head past the abandoned ruins. Last Mana Queen I saw was in the wilds out that-a-ways. Could be Mr. Pickett still out there too. Yeah, you find him yet?
We just stopped. Okay.
Hmm?
Okay, so I guess I'll talk to Celia again.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say?
He said he'll go on a date with you.
Okay. But how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing
Oh
to
my
it?
gosh, Celia, you're a mess.
Was he like, yay, a date with Celia? I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on?
He likes you, just don't ask for any discounts.
Not to worry. If I never buy another Raptidon tongue, it'll be too soon. Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back-to-work look. Anyhow, thank you.
Hey, some money, alright. Some money, some XP, everybody wins. Well, I'm racking up the XP just from talking to people. Okay, what else did we got here? Sebastian for Mr. Pickett. Reginald Cheney for Vicar Max. Fallbrook. Bolt 52 in the building north of Stellar Bay. Also in the arms building, Wipeout terminals. Lilia hasn't heard from her agent in Stellar Bay. So retrieve it and then deliver it in Fallbrook. Scylla, Stellar Bay, Sublife. Let's talk to Velma. Yeah, let's talk to Velma. She should be pretty easy to talk to.
You're probably looking for Velma. Watch out. She's in a mood.
Sorry. Sorry, I leave those doors open.
Hey, Velma, I got your caffeinoid pills.
You're a lifesaver. Hope Abigail didn't
Oh,
give you
Frederick.
a hard time.
Just the usual. Any word on Braxton?
Nothing. Don't know how much longer I can cover for him either. Give me those pills, will you?
Here you go. You know, you might consider a real night's sleep instead. Plenty of work to do, especially with so many no-shows.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
Ay, ay, ay. What are you talking about?
Sorry. Seems I got my cables crossed. Thought you were another shakedown tough from Fallbrook. Hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
Chief Fish Manager. Here to ask about Grimm's poster.
This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests.
Sorry, Velma.
You can tell Grimm his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it.
Oh
So now
my
it's going to
gosh.
know. That about cover it?
Oh, there's another whole aspect of this thing. Didn't he pay for this poster?
No. I paid Sublight for it.
Oh.
So it's mine. And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grimm may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money.
Okay, so you still have the poster then.
It's staying locked up in my office until Nell shows with her money.
Okay, let's work something out.
Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering.
What's she offering? 692 bits for the time wasted. You won't do much business if your neighbors hate you. Consider this an investment.
Fine by me. Fine.
$692 is fairly
Sure.
cheap, I guess. I don't know. Is Grimm gonna give me anything for it though? Let's talk about other stuff.
Fine by me.
What's this about your foreman?
Caleb Herrick runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials.
So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells here. I mean, everything smells in here, but something's fishy. Wait.
Parvati.
He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more.
Sure you can make them come back?
Not on Monarch. Sanjar threw out the old work mandates and penalties.
That's good, right?
Sure. Until your workers start making ridiculous demands.
Ridiculous demands. Why don't you just pay them more?
Because we've got a budget, alright? And in case you haven't noticed, MSI doesn't exactly have a lot of spare bits on hand.
I can talk to Caleb for you. I'll just take it upon myself to help random people.
You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it? I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance.
Okay, Velma.
If you can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club. He's usually there.
More quest stuff. This is about Catherine.
Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a ground six spacer. Something else on your mind?
Losing track of everybody. Missing coworker?
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
He'll come back eventually. You can't constrain a person's freedom. Don't you have rules about that sort of thing? If you say so, find him and drag him by his ears. Don't you have rules about that sort of thing?
We're not keen on rules for rules' sake around here. Means Braxton skips work sometimes, but it also means no company boss is telling me when I can take a shit.
These MSI types are living the dream.
That's what Felix
Since you don't
likes.
seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra drugs he's been taking from supply.
Said Braxton been stealing drugs?
Stealing's such a nasty word.
Boop.
Let's call it skimming. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts.
Huh. Awfully nice of you not to say anything.
We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get this all tuna, fat and mostly tumor-free.
Free colony, I guess. Talk about Caleb.
Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to...
They're hard workers, aren't they? Don't they deserve some compensation for that?
Hard workers? They turn dials and flip switches. The machines do all the actual work.
I'll wager she don't pay those folks that maintain the mechanicals decent neither.
Caleb and his crew have it better than anyone else around here, I'll tell you that much.
Why can't you give him his pay increase?
I don't have the bits for it, plain and simple. Besides, if I make an exception for him, I gotta do the same for everyone. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire sublight contractors at this rate.
Persuade. If you hire Sublight, you'll give them more control over your business. Persuade 100. Sandra is going to take notice of your shortfalls before long and will hold you responsible. Are you willing to meet Caleb halfway?
For running me ragged while he takes an extended leave at the bar? Not on your life.
Sandra is going to notice your shortfalls and will hold you responsible.
Maybe so, but I bet you Caleb runs out of bits first. Then he'll have to come back.
Damn, that's pretty good.
He says he's got a stash to tide his crew over. Could be he's all talk, but if the money's real, I bet you he keeps it at home.
Oh boy.
Near the diner.
Ratting him out.
You'd steal from your own people?
Damn.
That's low, ma'am.
That's business. Someone's got to keep the lights on.
That's pretty brutal. Jeez. Persuade 100.
Fine by me.
Okay, I can go to Braxton. I can also go to Caleb. Caleb's at the yacht club. Okay. Stash or Caleb? Should I steal from Caleb's stash? That seems awful. I don't want to do that. That's like messed up in multiple ways. I'm stealing from his stash to make him work for his company again. Like, ay. Hey, Nyoka.
What was your family like, Felix? Did you ever know him?
I never knew him. I was a stowaway. That's what they call orphans who grow up in the back bays.
Oh, gosh. I'm sorry. That must have been lonesome.
Come on, Parvati, who you talking to? Imagine me pining after my family. Yeah, I suppose that was a touch lonesome. But hey, look at me now. I made it. I got a ship and everything.
Yeah, that's good. It is. I'm glad we recruited Felix. I was giving him shit before, but you know what? It's good he's joined our crew. Honestly, he's really grown on me. Honestly. All right.
New face, huh? You from Offworld?
Scott, wow, look at his cheekbones, dude.
Nothing at all. Just like to be friendly like with newcomers.
Those like
It's the MSI
rectangular
way.
glasses. Tell him you're buying.
Mighty accommodating of you, newcomer. Oh, I mean traveler. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell and revel with us?
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
Poor buddy. What are you celebrating?
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares.
Okay, that sounds good.
Well, as long as we don't run out of bits.
So...
But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking.
Sounds good. Where do I stand on this? Do I want him and his crew to go back to working for the Saltuna factory? Only if it really seems like it is the best for everybody involved. Yeah. What won't you get in trouble for that? What could make it be so bad you walk off the job?
It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor Velma goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay.
Okay, sounds about right.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
Lie. Sandra is gonna fire Velma if you don't return to work. Jesus. Velma's threatening to replace you with sublight contractors. Any suggestions for how to put pressure on Velma to negotiate?
If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her. But we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true.
Blackmail. Interesting. Blackmail then, huh?
I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a gun for profits. So far it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
Oh boy. What,
Sure thing.
What else?
What did you want to discuss?
It's pretty good.
Nope. I'm calling her bluff. If she wants to threaten us, we'll see how she likes it when Sanjar finds out she gave Sublight even more dominion in Stellar Bay.
Sounds pretty good. Y'all seem alright to me, so... let me see, what are my options? Either blackmail Velma. Oh boy.
Tossball is played from
Felix.
the heart.
Okay, I'm with you so far. Play from the heart. Easy.
There are other schools of thought. Some say you gotta use your head to play tossball. Those people have concussions.
Oh, gosh. That sounds, really dangerous.
Tossball's a celebration of danger. Take the hacker. The hacker's job is to trample right through the enemy's defense. Best hacker in the league's a fella by the name of Take It Easy Tatum. 59 injuries to his name in 3 non-consecutive seasons.
Why do they call him Take It Easy Tatum?
Oh, that's what the mediators used to shout out every time he'd go into a bloodthirsty frenzy.
Uh-huh.
I think they're watching the same serials, following the same tossball games. You're not listening to a word, are you?
Look.
So I have to go to Velma's warehouse.
I hear those rich people in Byzantium pay. A handsome bit for Rat Musk.
Bet they also pay to make it
think less.
Oh wow. Where would I hide evidence? Well, let's go upstairs and let's see what we find here. Ah, here we go. Bo-bo-bo. Let's take a peek. Bo-bo-bo. Bo-bo-bo. Ah, here we go. Braxton hex files are filled with Saltuna breeding charts, various pharmacological formula, and musings on why Saltuna seem to prefer Borston beans over plain Borswurst. Okay, Velma. A morass of supply contracts, order forms, spreadsheets, and financial records. Careful study of her financials reveals that for the past several years, she has been slowly siphoning money from her operating budget into a personal account. The theft is cleverly hidden. Individual instances could be excused as rounding errors or mistakes in simple arithmetic. The sheer volume of occurrences indicates deliberate intent. Well, I'll be damned. Lumpy fish. Saltuna situation. Is really the only way to resolve these issues to Okay, so what am I thinking right now? I've just gotten stuff to blackmail her, but if I do that, I'm also think I lose out on the quest to figure out stuff for Braxton. So I'm gonna talk to Braxton, I guess. She was trying to get Caleb to come back. She told me how to screw over Caleb. Instead, I talked to Caleb and then got the dirt on her. Now I will talk to Braxton.
Here's the other thing about Tossball. Tossball?
Oh my
It's
gosh,
all about
Felix.
scoring goals.
Scoring goals, got it. And you can score a goal by kicking the ball, throwing the ball, or
Or running it into the Saturday goal, if you're a visitor. Or the Sunday goal, if you're on the home team.
Okay, so if you're on the home team, you want to run the ball into the Sunday goal? Makes perfect sense. Yeah.
You can also kick it, that's called a foot goal. Or throw it, that's called a hand goal. Running's worth more points, but it's got some risks. You could get cleaved, hacked, winged, bronzed. You could tumble the ball in the Wednesday zone, also known as getting humped.
Felix, are we still talking about Tossball or...
Well, yeah. What'd you think we were talking about?
Oh my god. This is really funny, the dynamic between Felix and Parvati. Alright, let's talk to, what's his face?
Whatever you do, don't mention Tossball to Isaac. You'll never hear the end of it.
This is Laura, okay. Sorry Laura, let me close your door for you. My apologies for bursting in there. Oh shit.
Sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
A murder? Hey, is this the part where we go hunting for clues?
Okay, this is the murder. Several ragged outfits, all the same cut and color, were stuffed into a suitcase. Hastily packed suitcase. This is the thing the person outside was telling me about. And no one else seems to care. Okay, cool. And there's no police on this colony. Okay. Or even private investigators for that matter. Another board game. Where's Braxton at?
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
Sorry, Laura. I'm looking for Braxton. Have you seen him?
Braxton. I've never even heard of a Braxton. Got nothing for you, sorry.
Just trying to have a friendly chat with him.
Oh, in that case...
You've been using drugs.
He told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen sick and he had some meds on hand. So maybe look for him there?
And joined a pack of wild raptidons.
Everything's spinning. I'm just gonna take it easy, okay?
And I want to eat some Borston beans. That sounds good.
Everything's spinning. I'm just gonna take it easy, okay?
Okay, so now I'm on this whole side quest about finding Braxton. Jiminy. South of Stellar Bay. Caleb. So we've been playing for about 2 hours now. How are we doing on? So, let's see. Let me see. We can still... We can still try to find Caleb. We can still try to find Nell. I'm kind of curious how small Scylla is, considering all the stuff we have to do on Monarch. Okay, let's see what else we can find in this apartment. Oh, there's a data pad here. Betting bold, increasingly bold wagers left for a team called Mostly Colonists. It's a left field toss ball betting. Alright, we got the clues. Hastily packed and toss ball betting. So investigate left field toss ball betting. Oh, and Nell is there. Okay. Just save.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mammoths.
They're all pretty great. I play for Auntie Cleo's Darlings. Do they recognize me? I'm not here to chat about teams. But it's time to watch grown men and women hit balls and sticks. They're all pretty great.
Aren't they just? When I get to worrying about the marauders outside, the raptidons chewing at the walls, I just turn my transceiver up to drown it all out.
That feels pretty real, man.
Most of the time it's static on account of the frequency being clogged up, but sometimes it's toss ball.
Toss ball, toss ball, toss ball.
Games all day? Stellar Bay really is a paradise.
Felix loves this freaking place.
Swell, but it's a whole lot better with company. Say, I don't think I've seen you before, and I'd remember that face.
Ooh.
I'll try not to be a stranger then.
Ooh.
Name's Felix, by the way.
Listen
You
quietly.
should stop by more often. The games are always better when you've got someone to celebrate with.
Sounds like a good time. I wouldn't mind bringing a couple drinks and settling in for the pennant match.
Look at me, getting carried away again. So, what can I do for you?
That's fine. Go ahead, Felix. Okay, there's a lot of drama here. Betting slip in a dead man's apartment. That's very big. Velma says you outbid Grim for a signed tossball poster. Sarah's having trouble receiving a tossball game transmissions.
Graham's always filling the airwaves with this propaganda. Like it's done him any good. All it means is the tossball games get to us in fragments. Makes them real hard to watch.
Okay, outbid Grim for a poster.
Signed by the Black Hole himself. There's no way I could pass that up. Why, did you want to see it? I don't have it yet. I'm waiting on a few customers to pay up before I can give Velma the bits.
I think that's really brave of you to outbid Sandra's best friend. Could I trade you for it?
I don't know. This isn't just some poster. It's a genuine tossball artifact. The Black Hole doesn't even sign things anymore. He just puts a stamp on them. Of course, the only reason I asked Velma about it in the first place was because those Sublight fellas lost my shipment of official tossball jerseys.
Another task.
I was gonna line the walls with them. They're the new ones, now with authentic game time aroma.
Authentic as in the players actually sweat in them. Yeah, I've been to bars and stuff that have like sports paraphernalia and stuff. There's like a big Islanders bar I went to in Manhattan at some point. No.
Of course not. No, authentic means close enough to be the real thing, but not actually the real thing. Everyone knows that.
Oh, sorry, no.
Anyway, I guess they tried to take a shortcut around Amber Heights and ran into some trouble. Can't blame them for trying. Those iconoclasts never shut up. But they lost a bunch of cargo, including my jerseys. If you could get those for me, I might let Grim have that poster.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks. Don't put yourself in danger on my account, though. That poster will be a fine substitute.
Everybody's got some
What can I do for you?
side quest upon side quest. Alright, anyway. Betting slip in a dead man's apartment.
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth.
Jesus. Do you know any who did it or not?
I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Thanks for the tip.
Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Okay. Sounds like I'd have to investigate Elijah in the alley behind the yacht club.
Velma seen out of sorts too. She's always cranky. You ever think about what goes on in a marauder's head?
No, they're crazy.
But they still manage to feed themselves, dress themselves, work together. Gotta be something of that.
That's got a great point.
All I need to know is that they're on the other side of that wall.
It's a really great point.
I'm sure someone said the same thing in Amber Heights.
I gotta find a new drinking buddy.
Oh, data pad. Nuka bar talk bingo sheet. Right between the eyes. There are 3 of them. No, 4 of them. This raft was that big. 3 it down with 1 shot. Buy me a drink. It's pretty funny that they know her that well. Yeah, her character design does stick out as like someone that would be a companion.
you know Junlei growing up?
Oh.
Miss Tennyson? Nah, she never looked my way.
Oh.
I knew of her, though. Who didn't? She was just about the busiest woman on the Groundbreaker.
What did folks say about her then?
Tough. Competent. Had a glare that'd stop you dead in your tracks.
Oh, Parvati. So predictable. Alright, here they are.
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
Let's just talk.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley.
This secret alley ain't big enough for
We're
all of
already
us.
pissed by those crates to market. Not so fast. You look like you got some bits. I'm thinking we take them off your corpse.
So yes, you're out of league, Amon. Just like you did to Isaac.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business. I don't think so.
Oh.
You're a loose end now.
Here they come!
Okay, that did not need to happen. I could have intimidated them. My reputation has also decreased. What do I even get out of this fight, really? I don't even have evidence. More ammo. Could have just shot them. Flamethrower, energy cell. Let me see. Let's try that again and just try intimidating them this time.
Velma seem out of sorts to you? She's always cranky.
She's always cranky. Hoo.
You really lived your whole life in Edgewater?
Yeah, until the captain picked me up. I was the town mechanic. Had my own little garage and everything.
Don't know how you did it. If I had to spend every day working on the board's machinery, I would have gone spare.
I don't think I belong, really. Folks tried to treat me nice, but we didn't understand each other.
Aww.
I'm glad the boss picked you up. Crew wouldn't be the same without you.
That's real sweet, Felix. Right back at ya.
Oh, that's a sweet moment. Okay, good team building exercise, everybody. So let's see. See if we can increase intimidate here. I think I need 55 for intimidate. Oh shit, I gotta add specifically into them now? Okay, let's see. Is there any equipment I have? Whoops. Lockpick tech.
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
Hey! Berta already pissed by those Listen, and not that it...
I'm making it my business.
I don't think...
Here they come!
Wrong damn day!
Damn it. Okay, let's try to make this... Whoops.
You really lived your whole life in Edgewater?
Yeah, until the captain picked me up. I was the town mechanic. Had my own little garage and everything.
It's a huge
I don't know how
town.
you did it. If I had to spend every day working on the board's machinery, I would have gone spare.
I don't think I belonged, really. Folks tried to treat me nice, but we didn't understand each other.
I'm glad the boss picked you up. Crew wouldn't be the same without you.
That's real sweet, Felix. Right back at ya.
Any news, Cap?
Well, well. Isn't often we see new folk in Stellar Bay. First drink's on me, stranger.
Thanks.
Enjoy. If you plan on sitting through Nyoka's stories, you might could use a few.
I could use a few and telling them myself.
Now what can I do for you?
It's all alcohol. Okay, no weapons. Any vending machines?
Well, well. The only new folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's. What can I get you? All sales are final, unless you threaten me. I'm kidding. Don't threaten me.
Some good guns. Ooh, some ballistics, dodge, block, stealth, long guns, block. Leadership skills, great. Oh, you know what? I can increase my team bonuses. Persuade. Okay, I have enough stats for intimidate. So let's just intimidate, whatever. It's fine. I have so much XP in this game, it doesn't matter.
Who the fuck are you?
Hey!
Blah blah blah. I know you murdered Isaac. I'm making it my business.
Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly?
650 XP. You bully people long enough. If you know what's good for you, you'll clear out and you'll never come back.
Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
Alright. No blood had to be spilt. Good job, squad. Also, I'm taking all your shit. Alright, let's talk to Sanjar.
A fine day for business, isn't it? Anyway?
Isaac Rose is dead. I found the people who killed him.
But that's terrible. What happened?
It was Elijah and his hooligan friends. I ran them out of town.
I'm glad to hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around town. I've been consumed with other matters of late, but I would have dealt with them eventually.
If you say so.
It really was on my to-do list. Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services.
I don't know. It does feel weird. If I help out this town, like, I like the people, and it is kind of tricky because, like, it's technically gonna be, it's very interesting, the dynamic happening in this colony. It's not strictly like, oh, they're gonna be part of the board and they are the board, but they're currently a free colony that's looking to join up with the board later as their next move because it's been too tough being a free colony. So that actually puts me in a really interesting position if I want to help them out or not. So I find that actually pretty interesting. I kind of feel like I've done everything I could exploring all the different things in Monarch. So I might just go back to Skilla. This is a complete side quest. But, yeah. At any rate, I've been streaming for about 2 hours. I think I'm going to take a short break and then I'll join back again and then play for maybe another 20 minutes or something. So yeah, I'm going to take a short break now.
We all set to go? We ready to get moving? taking in the scenery?
Where are we headed?
Alright, and we're back to Outer Worlds. Whoops. Yeah, let's continue. Last we left off, we were just doing all of our different little missions inside of the colony here. And what is it even called again? Monarch. And we're trying to help out Nyoka in order to get her to help us. One option is to search Dr. Williams' body for the key. And other options are to Yeah, other things we're gonna do is like look outside of Stellar Bay. We're in the Stellar Bay town in Monarch. There's also some workers wanting to come who are on strike, who refuse to go to work for the Stellar Bay Saltuna factory. We can also look for this lost kid near the iconoclasts. We can also get the poster, but we can also give out the poster if we find the toss ball jerseys near Amber Heights. And we also had some things on Skilla. Okay, let's just go along the main quest now and let's try to find Dr. Williams. Yeah, so let's continue from here. Let me see what I can do if I actually go to the upstairs of the dispensary, just to see what happens.
Velma seem out of sorts to you? She's always cranky.
Hack login Williams. There we go, okay. Patient records. Patient you want to look up. Nyoka. Caffeinoid. Standard. Alcoholism. Attitude problems. Likely result of alcoholism. Frequent social withdrawal. Likely result of alcoholism. Increased caffeinoid. So, okay, we just did that. E. Williams. Dosage problems. So, Williams was doing all kinds of combinations and dealing with all kinds of side effects, I guess. That's what we were told before. Ooh, that's not good. Edwards. Oh boy, some romance novels. So I just increased the allotment here. Maybe I don't even need to investigate Williams at this point, but I can still do it just for the sake of it, I guess. My hacker skills are just that elite, you know.
Hello again, dearie. What can I get you?
It's pretty early. I think there was a... Okay, let's see.
Now that can't be. Ms. Ramnareem Wentworth has already exceeded the month's... Oh. Dear me. She does have another dose in her allotment. How did I miss this?
I'm sure you've been busy.
My, but you are a doll. Here's Nyoka's caffeinoid, and if I know her, she's probably ready for it by now. Do take care of yourself, dearie.
I should explore Dr. Williams' body. I'm curious about that. I also want to get the XP for that. So I can just go to Nyoka, or I can go to Dr. Williams. I think if I go to Dr. Williams, I'll encounter the enemies there. So, and I do want to have a little bit of action today, at least. So let's go do a little bit of that and then come back. Now that I save, let's just see what happens if we talk to Nyoka.
You're back. Good news?
What a hot mess.
Bad news? All of the above?
Things are dangerous, you know.
More or less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol. Give it here. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
Glad to have you.
Great. Where to?
Let's find the information broker.
Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
Felix, wait on the ship. We need Nyoka's help for now.
A real big game hunter. You gotta give me some pointers.
Alright, level up.
Oh, no. Monarch ain't safe, even with me around. I've just got intimate knowledge of its dangers and an abundance of fortitude. Folks hire me because I know what you can shoot and what you ought to run from. That's a mistake you only get to make once.
And we just got an achievement for getting all the companions.
What's up?
Okay, leveled up. Nyoka's got a tremor cleaver and a light machine gun of 747 DPS. Very good. Devil's Peak. But we can no longer investigate the Dr. Williams anymore. Yeah, that character is a fun character to talk to. You have a lot of options for how to approach it.
Miss Tennyson? Nah, she never looked my way.
Toss ball, toss ball, toss ball. Okay, let's see how the map looks from here. Big map.
Ooh. Smells like those old Sundays when we'd unload salt tuna shipments at the camp.
We gotta go exploring. I want to see some savages.
How far is this thing anyway? Wow, this is a big map. Oh shit.
Jackass is incoming!
Right, got the XP.
Are these real ruins? Huh, it's just like in the series.
Wow, look at that. That's beautiful.
He used to live here.
It's just like in the serials. This game is kind of like, why would you only do the main quest, you know? You could just do the main
Wanted
quest.
to visit Stellar Bay. Taking the sights, the sounds, the... Wait, what's that smell?
You reckon the smell ever goes away? Maybe the wind off the sea helps.
Great. Oh, Hiram? We'll be going few that
A real big game hunter.
All right.
You gotta give me some pointers.
Oh, no. Monarch ain't safe, even with me around. I've just got intimate knowledge of its dangers and an abundance of fortitude. Folks hire me because I know what you can shoot and what you ought to run from. That's a mistake you only get to make once.
You ever think about what goes on in a marauder's head?
No, they're crazy.
But they still manage to feed themselves the best.
Okay, so... Use the lie skill. Shit.
Can we talk? Hey, got a favor to ask you. Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine.
Companion quest.
Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help.
Okay, Nyoka. Okay, thanks for the
I'll be
compliment, I
upfront
think.
with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal.
Very relatable.
But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous.
Okay. I'm honored you're asking, and I'm thrilled to accept. What can I do? What kind of danger are we talking here? I'll consider it, but we don't have time right now. I'm honored you're asking, and I'm thrilled to accept. What can I do?
Really? Here I was steeling myself for inevitable rejection. I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were.
How do you know they're dead?
I saw it happen. Hell, one of them was in my arms at the time.
I'm sorry, Nyoka.
His name was Hayes, and he's our first stop. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to Barry.
And where's that?
Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mantiqueen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then, we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together.
We're gonna have to kill a Mantiqueen?
Oh, yes. I can't wait.
Oh boy. Okay, wow. Yeah, maybe if I knew all that, wouldn't have agreed to it, but okay. Star-Crossed Troopers. Empty Man. This is Empty Man. Toggle inactive quests. Bolt with his name, the secret people. Bolt with his name, faction quest. Okay.
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
Okay, let's avoid hurting anybody.
Here they come.
Games. Oh.
A visitor? What an unexpected surprise! Please, come in. Come in.
I'm getting real bad fight or flight right now. Watch your step. People ain't this friendly outside city walls.
Thanks, Nyoka.
The Edgewater deserters were perfectly nice, and they lived outside the city walls. Well, maybe not Adelaide, but everyone else.
That's the spirit. Now come in. Make yourselves comfortable.
Okay, Parma. Looking for a man named Braxton.
I'm afraid we don't get many visitors out here. The Raptidons and Marauders scare off all but the boldest. And if you've braved them, you must be exhausted. Why don't you stay for dinner?
I don't trust this, yo. I don't trust this Edgar Mather.
I'm sure I would remember something like that. Now, quit fretting yourself about
Oh
that.
boy.
Make yourself at home. Dinner's almost ready.
I don't trust you, dude.
Something ain't right about this.
You must be famished. So are we, my friend, but one can't rush a fine meal.
Why is the door locked?
Is it sticking again? I'm afraid nothing out here works the way it used to.
I haven't played this yet. I don't know what's happening.
There's a bit of a trick to jimmying it open.
Oh no!
I'll see to it once we've finished dinner.
Oh no!
Please, there's no need for incivility.
I
Though
don't like
certainly
this.
understand how hunger sharpens the temper.
I don't like this.
I promise I'll get the door open once we've had our meal. Until then, why don't you stretch your legs a bit? A nice walk around the house will
I don't
surely
like this.
limber them up.
Hey, Baghattan. Baghattan. Attack. Oh boy. I guess I'll just take a peek around.
Are we gonna get in trouble today? Not that I want to, just seems to happen around you, is all.
Thanks, Parvati.
What's up?
What a pleasant surprise. And just when I was beginning to fear we'd seen the last of good company for a spell. Yet the Eternal provides, does it not?
Can't fault your optimism.
And who could? Stretch out your hand and cosmic divinity reaches back. Open wide your mouth and the universe provides sustenance.
Okay, things that... What do you mean by that?
Just that your presence here is a gift to us, and one that we don't take for granted. Look at me, prattling on as if this gravy is going to cook itself. Why don't you run along until we are ready for dinner? I hope you favor ketchup and woolly cheddar. We have to make do with what we can find.
Oh, hello there. You come for dinner?
Actually looking for a man named
Sorry, I'm
Braxton.
not real good with, names. It just gets hard to remember things. I recall moments, feelings, but the details slip.
I felt like that after my dad passed. Walked around in a haze for weeks. I'm sorry you're feeling that way too.
I don't like that.
Other times it's like there's fog. Sorry, have we talked about this before?
Maybe I can help you.
That's nice of you. I usually feel better after I eat. Mama said dinner's almost ready, huh?
I don't like this dinner. I don't like this dinner. Let me out of here. Needs the house key. Where's the house key at? Braxton.
Oh, hi there. Did you come to bring us more of those rocket candies?
Sure, I brought some candies.
That's wonderful. There was this other man who used to bring them. Not anymore, though.
What can you tell me about this man?
Mama and Papa said he came from the city. When we got sick one time, he brought those candies to make us well again. And they worked. Now we feel better than ever. Mama says they're a gift from the Eternal.
Oh man, these people...
He said they were making us sick. Mom and Papa got real mad at him for that. They went to have a talk with him. Afterwards, they said he wasn't coming back again.
I don't like this.
I don't know. I'm not really supposed to talk to strangers.
I'm gonna go now.
Okay. Maybe I'll see you at dinner.
We wouldn't want to intrude.
Shotgun, that's good.
Hey, what are you doing in my room?
Shit, sorry.
Liar! You're trying to steal the last of my
Hey, thanks
rocket
for following,
candies,
bless you.
aren't you?
I'm going now. Sorry. Where's the house key? I don't like this. That's bad, that's bad, that's bad.
Sulfur sodden ass.
That's bad.
Assholes. Ain't enough that the raps eat everyone? Now people are doing it too?
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Why do they always gotta have this in these kinds of games, man? Why do they always gotta have this? That's Braxton. That's Braxton. Ay, 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 ay. Why did this have to happen? This is a big question. They made this creepy for some reason, but why? Sleep. I don't want to sleep. Livy Mather's Poetry Journal. Do not read. His food makes me sick, water makes me sick, always hungry. He's doing worse and worse. He writes pretty consistently, but then got worse over time. Jeez. Is there not a real apocalypse without a cannibal or two? I don't know. I don't know how to answer that.
But what's this? You're tracking blood into the kitchen. Oh dear. You've been
boy.
nosy, haven't you?
This is a weird genre thing. I don't know. This doesn't have to
Of
end
course
badly.
not. What better end for the day than a meal around the family table? And what more noble purpose for you than to bring us together?
Or you could just let me go and I could send more meals your way.
Now there's an intriguing prospect. Forgo the promise of a fine dinner now for others down the road. Martha, my dear, what do you say?
It seems the Eternal shall provide through our new friend.
And there we have it. Stop by any time,
I don't get it. I don't know why they have to do this in this story. I don't know. I don't find that cool, really. I don't know. Are these people, like, traumatized or something from what they've done? Is that why they're like this? Like, I don't get it. I think it's a little bit of a trope that I don't quite understand. I don't know. I'm not into that. I'm not into that for multiple reasons.
Feels like the old bits outside of Edgewater. Used up, unneeded, left to settle into ruin.
Don't bother knocking.
Thanks for tuning in, folks.
If anyone's inside, they're liable to
shit.
respond with gunfire.
By the way, thanks for tuning in, Back Hatton, and glad you could join again for more Outer Worlds. This gotta have. I mean, I don't know. I wish they could have done more with it, but I also kind of expect. It's kind of expected a little bit that they just have something like that in a game like this. Alright, let's talk to Velma, I guess.
You ever been off Monarch, Mioka? Before you met the captain, I mean.
Nah, I mostly just drank and hunted. Soon as you stop to dream of other things, that'll be the day something sneaks up and eats you.
Oh, jeez.
Don't fret. I'm watching your back now. Anything tries to eat us, I'll give it a mighty whack on the nose.
Oh, Parvati.
Well, I'll be damned. You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
Parvati is the sweetest. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna have dystopia, you gotta have all the classic stuff, you know? Alright.
What was it like in Edgewater? I hear you workers were on the clock every available moment.
We always got 8 hours a day for sleeping. Just not always consecutive.
Oh boy.
My condolences. I appreciate consistent wages like any other sane person, but that still sounds awful. At least Sanjar gives his folks weekends.
Oh boy.
Hand to the void. I used to drop by the bar in Stellar Bay to knock a few back with the folks who had Saturdays off.
I don't know what I'd have done with that much time. I was always behind schedule anyhow.
Knowing you, you'd sit and be alone with your thoughts.
Wow. Parvati never even knew what a weekend was. Okay, so that's done with that.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Who spat in your spirits, Velma?
You noticed my mood? I'm surprised you can see straight today.
Oh, snap.
I could be seeing triple and I'd still think you're being unkind. I just might find it funny.
Ooh.
Will you try wrangling half a ton of dead fish with decades-old equipment and see what it does for your disposition? Anyway, What do you folks
Man,
need?
everyone with the sassy comebacks. I got some bad news about Braxton, Velma. I'm sorry.
That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift?
Yeah, he was killed by, cannibals.
That's... Wow. I sure feel like an ass now.
Yeah, it's a rotten way to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on Catherine herself. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind?
Wow, I guess that's all that comes out of that. Jeez. I mean, nobody's gonna, like, do anything about it, or even feed the people, or, like, help Braxton or whatever, or form his family. Man, this place is brutal, man. Alright, I guess that's that. So that's done. Nope, nothing botched so far. Okay, did that. Let's see, maybe I'll play for like another 30 minutes or something. Let's see, what else can we do? Go to Bolt, help out MSI. Grim, Family Matter. Radio Free Monarch is the main quest. Companion quest is to help out that. Empty Man is for Vicar. Mr. Pickett is to pick up the jerseys. That sounds like a fun side quest. Grim Tomorrow. So I can get the poster. I can also look for Tucker. I can also search for the Manta Queen for signs of Mr. Pickett. So how about I look for the poster and help out, let's find Tucker. Wow, that's pretty far. Let me see what else is here. I can also look for Bolt. Sanjar needs it to defend Stellar Bay. Also get the arms building. It's close by at least. It's also for a faction. I really don't know what to do. If I want to help them out or not. Sublight agents on Monarch. Once a loyal board-owned corporation, Monarch Stellar Industries split off to become their own private entity under the leadership of Sanjar Nandi. Espousing worker-centric rights and democratic ideals, Sanjar seeks to bring his own brand of freedoms to the rest of Halcyon. Let me see. Let me just talk with them more to get a feel for what they want to do. And if anything, I could just help out with the quest and then not actually follow through on it.
Did you have a sweetheart in Stellar Bay?
Huh?
I had a fling or two, sure. But on Monarch, relationships ain't usually meant to last. A lot of fools tried to impress me, feigning bravado in the wilds, thinking they'd catch my attention with their stories. It was cute. Not so cute when their act got themselves munched. You know what's sexy? Confidence. You know what ain't? Disembowelment.
Dang. And I thought my love life was bad.
You should know you're getting excellent reviews from across the company.
Alright, people are liking what I'm doing.
Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes.
How exactly did MSI get kicked off the board in the first place?
I've asked myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws.
Huh. Do you mean you inflated your own removal, initiated your own removal from the board?
Not intentionally, though that's technically true.
Okay.
For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2. But back then, it was known as Terra 1.
Huh. What happened to the other corporations?
As you may have noticed, this planet has more than its share of hazards.
That ain't fair. They didn't leave on account of the hazards. They left on account of their cowardice. The hazards just gave them a reason to put to paper.
Sharp as ever, Nyoka. And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out.
But not to MSI, right?
Our leadership at the time certainly wanted to. But there were others of us who saw an opportunity. The chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up.
How forward-thinking of you, reforms of requitters. How forward-thinking of you?
It's humane, but it's also good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the data bears that out.
I hope you'd treat them nice, whether it was good business or not, Mr. Sanjar. That's what being a community means. Treating people right, because it's the right thing to do.
Good stuff, Parvati.
Here, here. That may not be the way the colony works, but it damn well oughta.
Nice.
A noble thought, Miss Holcomb. Unfortunately, noble thoughts rarely sway board policy. Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the other corporations pulled out, creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new reforms.
Sweet. Using the board's own tools against them. Clever.
That's what I thought. But the senior executives laughed in our faces and insisted we'd be relocating to Terra 2 along with everyone else.
Yet here you are.
Yes, some of us stayed behind, and as the most senior executive remaining, I ended up in charge of what was left of MSI. I moved forward with our planned reforms, as well as our strategy to assume ownership of the planet. Yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages.
Yeah, that's pretty low.
I don't think I realized how far they'd stoop. Everything we did was legal and above board. We followed their rules, and yet they still found reasons to declare us outlaws. I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. Something that keeps us from anarchy, but I dearly wish it functioned differently.
Boy, this is rueful. Hey, what if useless happy? Nice. So why exactly do you want... Yeah, it's really tricky because like it seems like now they want to go back on the board even though it's like... Yeah. So why do they want to be on the board exactly?
Why wouldn't anyone? They own nearly all the resources and infrastructure in Halcyon.
Yeah, that'd go a long way toward rebuilding our
Oh,
homes.
Nyoka's arguing for that?
To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community. And being cut off means slow strangulation.
Damn. They've treated you pretty roughly. Is it worth going back to that?
I'm not a man to put pride before progress. If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities, then that's the path I mean to pursue. Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us a more equitable relationship.
Leverage?
Don't get ahead of yourself, sir.
Yes, it'll be easier to explain once we have the Bolt 52. My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here, and who knows? Perhaps once we're restored, we could spread them to other corporations.
That's really tricky to do that from the inside, but let's see. We'll see about that. What's the hazard clause?
Straight bullshit is what it is. A fabrication rich folks use to preserve their investments by leaving a lot of people here to die slow.
Nyoka has the right of it. It's a legal provision that gives the board the authority to cordon off any planet or location that it deems dangerous.
But wait, what happens to the folks stuck on the wrong side of danger?
Oh no, Parvati.
I'm afraid the welfare of a few hundred people is too minor a figure into the board's risk assessments. Yes, making all of MSI criminals in the board's eyes.
No.
Rather hard to run a business that way.
Oh no.
He and his followers call themselves the Iconoclasts. Lawless anarchists, all of them. If anyone on Monarch deserves the reputation the board's pinned on us, it's them.
Wow, there it is again. I hope you're doing well today, Useless Happy. We're just playing some more Outer Worlds this evening. It's been 2 weeks since we last played, and we've just been catching up on all the different things on Monarch. Folks have been telling us all the different things here with the Marauders outside, with the different Raptidons outside, the dramas that they're having with MSI of getting back on the board, and then also workers' issues that also conflicts with people trying to, I don't know, have better working conditions, but also saying there's no budget and people plotting against each other, etc., etc. Anyway, we're talking to the head of MSI on Monarch here, and which is the corporation that runs it here, and yeah, let's see what we can do. So you've got strong feelings on the matter.
I'm trying to build something here. They only want to destroy things, and they risk ruining Monarch for all of us. It isn't just that they drain our people and resources. Every radical act they commit cements Halcyon's image of us all as destructive rebels and pushes us further from the rest of the colony. He's lucky the board doesn't take him seriously enough to keep more than a few UDL gunships patrolling Monarch.
An Earth Directorate assault cruiser would change his tune. It's almost a shame we haven't seen one around Monarch in a long while.
What can I do for you?
Okay, so I think I will go do that quest for getting stuff back on helping out MSI. Kind of get the idea of what they're into, and yeah, I'm down for it.
You ever worry all that ammo in your berth might be less?
Wait, it can do that?
All it takes is a little bit of black powder next to a lot of bits of fertilizer and one real hot day, and I've seen it happen.
I don't know what's more unsettling. The concept of my ammunition spontaneously combusting, or the fact that this is the kind of thing you think about on the regular.
Parvati is best girl. Anyway, hope y'all are having a good evening today. We're just playing some Outer Worlds.
What job did the board assign you when you came of age? Bet it was something real neat, like professional flexing.
Wilderness patrol. Plenty of folk traveling on foot out there, even back when there were roads. I protected them from raps and the like.
Oh gosh. And here I was jawing about how I was watching your back. I'm probably more like to get in your way.
Everyone needs someone watching.
Whoops, looks like performance
Even me.
issues.
Even if I ain't keen to admit it sometimes.
It's getting pretty warm in here. I'm gonna like open a window.
So what's the plan?
Just gotta get to the other side of this town, and then we can help out the colony here.
Oh, you are in for it now.
This was a little less than pacifist, I'm finding. I did not do a good job of making it this pacifist run. Alright. You asked for it. Close that door. That did not work out as well I was planning on it. Okay, bolt with his name. So jeez. They're really dissing on Sanjar for running his colony here. Sanjar has a bad habit for padding his reports with numbers and statistics. Not very good with slogans, jingles, and or taglines. Presentations tend to be dry and lacking in emotional appeal and funny references. Sanjar also displays a noted tendency to complete work rather than delegating it, a trend to unbecoming in upper management. All in all, Sanjar's work habits suggest a preoccupation with details and a startling lack of vision. We cannot recommend him for further advancement. Needs improvement in the following areas: interpersonal communication, brevity, delegation, idea generation. Sanjar Nandi. Graham Bryant. Restricted file. Hack. Graham's understanding of brand messaging and it's impressive, especially for a low-level editor. Has a knack. Has issues with brevity, consistent disregard for prescribed fonts and formats. Some of his work has been flagged for subversive undertones. Recommend further supervision. Dora Erickson. Dora shows a real knack for a brief but compelling presentation supported by catchy slogans. Delegation skills are also top-notch. Can build a lengthy meeting around any topic and emerge with plenty of work assigned. Build a lengthy meeting around any topic and emerge with plenty of work assigned. Wow. Catchy slogans. Delete all. There we go. There we go. Cigarette lighter. He's got to be better at delegating and not actually doing shit. Pretty good helmets here.
Hello? Hello? I hear boots out there.
Hey.
Rats for boots?
Snarl like a raptidon.
Get away!
I'm just messing with you. Who's in there?
Oh, thank the Eternal. I'm Huxley. If you're lazy.
That's funny.
I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Meta Queen showed up. Then Raptidon, who's a void blasted mess. I ran in here, and now the door's locked. Little help?
Oh, I need to get in that room.
Phew. Thanks, lady. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched. So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross.
Ah, jeez. Well, you might as well. Well, you might as well answer a few things.
Sure. Beats not answering questions.
Who are you?
Huxley. I'm an Iconoclast runner. The Iconoclast
Oh shit.
runner. Fastest we've got. Ain't a Raptidon on this void-forsaken hellhole that
It's
can
part of the
catch.
Iconoclasts.
I'm sorry. Put me in a tiny room like this and I'm liable to flip. Not keen on tight spaces, you know?
You know? Tell me about the Iconoclasts.
That'd be my people. Graham and Zora and Milton and I really miss them. You gonna let me out of here? I want to get back to Amber Heights.
Get locked in closets
My
often.
buddy locked me in here. I told you that. It was, but I mean, okay, yes, fine. I get myself into sticky situations. It's just part of the life, all right? Sometimes you gotta hide in a trash can so you don't get eaten by monsters. Oh, neither was I. Who'd hide in a trash can? Gross.
Alright. Have you seen any Bolt 52s lying around?
Probably. I don't know. When I try to read things, my mind gets to wandering about all the things I could be doing instead.
Okay.
Get me out of here!
Is there any way to open inside?
It's locked.
Engineering. Right, but okay, let's try the handle, turn upward and...
Wait, upward? Oh my
Ha!
soul, it worked!
Jeez.
Ah, phew. Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights.
Still landing yourself in trouble, eh?
Oh,
Hugs?
Nyoka. Huh.
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an escort back home? Oh, you're traveling with someone. Never mind.
You're dying here? Oh my gosh. Sure you're okay for travel?
Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy, and hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend?
Normally when you help someone, they give you something for your trouble.
But I ain't got nothing on me. How's about a heaping helping of appreciation and respect?
Can't buy ammo with appreciation and respect.
That's true. Okay, fine. Here.
What I get. Persuasion used. I got 600 bits. That's okay. Alright, good luck.
Thanks a lot, lady.
I don't know how the iconoclasts are gonna be, but let's see. She seems nice enough. Got the Bolt 52. Wow, just took engineering skills. Didn't even take that many engineering skills either. Wow, there's just bit cartridges lying all over the place here. And I want to eat some of those beans right now. Ooh, another toss ball card. More bits, great. Hey, how's it going? Muppet Haunted Mansion and Galaxy Sounds yesterday. A lot of fun. Engineering skills. Yeah, I just have the skills, yo. I'm just that awesome. We got the skills together. Just add RPG stats. Just that good. I don't know, you just add the stats and somehow you just learn engineering through like shooting marauders and slaughtering raptidons somehow. It's just how it works. Don't ask me how, but it's just how it works. Can I face travel while encumbered? I want to eat some Borstwurst and beans. Wow, I got a lot of armor parts and mag picks. Should equip some. Should repair some stuff soon. 5 necklaces. Gotta sell those. I can increase my perks for how much more I can carry. There we go. I don't think I'm encumbered anymore. Outer, we're just saying banging trooper wrestling. Maybe it's easier to add that clip to the second Power Morphicon announcement. That's cool. I think it'll have a way of coming back around, maybe. Like, Toku is coming back. Like, that clip is a notable clip from the VR Troopers. People love, you know, like, you know, mixed reality stuff. I think we're due for that to being a thing. It's gonna have its limelight in the sun, like Chex Quest or whatever. All right. In a way, you are part of Power Morphicon. Yeah.
You all got different Saltuna here on Monarch. Ain't that neat?
Parvati's so excited.
Come to Monarch, and that's what you're excited about? You ought to get out more.
I'm getting out right now.
Oh my gosh, Parvati. So precious.
Well, I see you've had a sobering effect on our friend Mioka.
Sir, please stop.
Forgive me, Celia. I couldn't help myself. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Alright, let's, oh, I want to tell him the review.
You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it.
Sorry, it was already open.
Oh, yes. No doubt someone else was having a laugh at my expense before you. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years.
Oh boy.
I was a joke to them.
His actual left kidney. Viacom keeps adding content to Paramount Plus. Yeah, everything is just getting added on all the streaming platforms now. So you gotta start getting into the dank stuff, you know. Left kidney.
One of the executives required a transfer.
Oh my gosh.
I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects.
Really? Did it?
Apparently not.
Well, you're in charge now.
In charge of a scrap heap of a city. Abandoned by the board and surviving only through the hypocrisy of our trading partners.
You've made it work, and you've done it more than anyone you can say than those execs have.
I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else?
Okay, that was a nice exchange. Here's the Bull 52. I found the cartridge and deleted the data for you.
Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less.
Lots of bits. How exactly is a data cartridge going to help?
What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
Okay. So, what happens?
Corporate espionage.
Ooh.
How was that, Celia? Did I sell it?
Your best delivery yet, sir.
Nice job, Sanjar.
Celia?
Already noted for your review, sir.
I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch. Illegally and in secret.
Is it really illegal if the board's the one that makes the rules in the first place?
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board.
Huh. You sly dog.
You really think so? I admit I've been hatching this scheme for quite some time. I just needed someone capable to help me carry it out. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are.
I know how to make deals.
Oh, I imagine you do. But as much as I love your can-do attitude and Dangerous gravitas. Catherine handles all of our shipments. So it would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Is that how you people put it? Of course. I didn't mean to make assumptions. Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it.
Okay, infiltrate a secret corporate base and kidnap the staff. Sure, easy.
A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'll leave the execution to you.
Well, this game is really like a... This game really sure is something. Gets you to do all sorts of stuff and all the corporate techno mumbo jumbo.
Something else I could...
30% discount. Oh my. I'm gonna sell this axe. Light pistol. Flamethrower I'm not really using probably. Grenade launcher. It's a cheap grenade launcher. Raptor prod. Tactical shotgun. Wow, this is pretty good. Should repair all my stuff. Okay, let me see. What time is it? Almost 9. How about we stream until 9? I'm gonna go back to the ship, repair my stuff. Actually, I'll do that off stream and then just wrap up here. So yeah, we're gonna like do our outro and then raid somebody, and then all my stuff. I'm gonna do some engineering, repair all my stuff off stream, and yeah. But yeah, we did a lot today.
What are the chances of all the times been played?
We did a lot today. We really explored Monarch fully and kind of really understood what's going on here. We got to know of the different people here, the iconoclasts, MSI, and investigated a murder. Also investigated the remains of a doctor. Also got the pills for Nyoka and recruited our last companion to our crew and got an achievement for that. We also found Braxton in the creepy apartment and discovered the house. But we found the ID. We also investigated the workers situation. We got the Bolt 52 for Sanjar. We got to suss out more of MSI's situation, and yeah. So yeah. Anyway, we did a lot of stuff.
Yeah. We're here, light years from Earth, going about our life.
So I guess I'll just save.
Every time the punch clock peals, a worker earns his meals.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I thought you were quoting It's a Wonderful Directory.
Alright, so yeah, that's about it for today. Let's just give some shoutouts to folks who dropped by. Shoutouts. Let's give shoutouts to Cat of All Trades, Bag Hatton, and Useless Happy. And Pierre PhD, thanks for the raid, Pierre PhD. Yeah, thanks for dropping by for Outer Worlds. And yeah, Yeah, and I guess that'll be that. Let's see who we're gonna raid next. So, oh, okay, this should be... Yeah, let's just raid Cat of All Trades, because she's streaming now. Yeah. Yeah, that should be straightforward. Okay, let's raid Cat of All Trades. Let's play our outro in the meantime. So, yeah. Let's close this game. And yeah.
These two dodo brains. Hey, what's up? What's up, Charles? Thanks for coming in with Mipha Heart. Thanks for joining.